Okay, for a double exposure technique, you need two photos. One of them, for this task, it would be good to have a portrait, and you want the portrait to be on a plain background. Okay, so you've got a nice silhouette and clean edge of the figure here. So what you're going to do first of all is drag one of your photos onto the other. So I'm going to use my move tool for this. Click that one and just drag it over to the second document. I'll minimize that. If you need to, you can move it around. You can adjust the size, Control T, to make it bigger or smaller if you need to. Press enter. And for this one, what I'm going to do is make sure that the figure's on top. So I'm going to drag this layer down below layer 1. Okay, so now layer 1 is on top of layer 2. The next thing that you need to do is separate this background. So there's various ways of doing that, but one fairly easy way is using the Magic Wands tool, which is a selection tool, and it will select similar colours. So if I click on this background here, need to make sure I've clicked on layer 1. You can see it selected that whole area here. You can increase or decrease the tolerance. So if I put it up to say 20, then it's going to select a little bit more. Okay, I can still see that it's not selected this bit here, so I'm going to press Shift and select that section there as well. I've gone a little bit over here, but I'm not going to worry about that bit too much. You are then going to cut. So I'm going to press X, Control X, and I'm going to paste it onto a new layer, Control V. So you can see now we've got layer 2 behind. If I hide that, we've got layer 1. That looks quite cool, as like almost like a photo montage. And then you've got layer 3, which is the background here. The next thing you are going to do is click back onto layer 1 and change the opacity. So the opacity is this little tool here, and you can play around with basically changing the transparency of it. So toggle it about until you're happy. Go about there. And that's essentially the way that you do it. You can then play around with the colour, so you can go to Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation, and you can play around with changing the colour of the figure. Saturation makes it really bright or grayscale, and the lighter and the darker it is, obviously lighter and darker, over and underexposed. I might do the same for layer 3 for the background. I might change that so it's completely white. So I can go to Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation, and I might just make that completely white. Again, if I want to, I could change the colour of the background. Control U is the shortcut for the hue and the saturation. And let's change that to some funky colour there. And yeah, that's it. So you can have a play around until you get your image exactly how you like it.